The month of May is jam-packed with new games, and we finally had official releases on some of the biggest, most anticipated mobile games of 2025 in these past few days. If you are rooting for quality time or something new, here's over 20 games you should be checking out on your Android and iOS this week. First of all, Wuthering Waves just hit a big milestone. Version 2.3 is now live, and it's finally launched on Steam as well. There's a new companion story, a summer event, and 4 new Phantom Echoes to collect. You're also getting these quirky cube challenges that are running through June 11. Anniversary rewards are rolling in as well, with tons of login bonuses and freebies for active players. Like, it's a great time to dive back in. On top of that, Wuthering Waves is one of the greatest mobile action RPGs of all time on Android and iOS. It is now the 5th most grossing action game of 2025. We didn't get a sponsorship for this one either.
Dawn's presence is evident in the World Tree Yggdrasil, the lush meadows.
Odin Valhalla Rising just went global, and it is a beast. After crushing it in Korea, the Norse-themed MMORPG is now on mobile and PC worldwide, no loading screens, full open world, and crossplay built in. All you gotta do is just pick a class and jump into 30v3 PvP wars, some massive raids, and bosses filled with dungeons that really do not mess around. In fact, the global version hits even harder with better graphics, smoother UI, plus a launch events dropping a free legendary mount if you level up before May 29. If you are into MMOs, now's the time.
Bramblebound is crawling with guardians, creatures born of trees and vines.
Coming up behind that at number 3, we've got Bramblebound. It's a sci-fi RPG that hits pretty much all the right notes. Like, it nails the futuristic vibes from space stations to neon cities with smooth visuals that run pretty much on any device. Plus, you don't need an internet connection to dive in. No ads, no interruptions, just pure action and strategy. If you're into action-packed adventures and clever puzzles, Bramblebound is a must-play. In fact, you've got weapons like plasma swords and tick blasters as bosses, and the best part is that every level challenges your mind as much as your reflexes, with puzzles unlocking new paths and upgrades. Check it out, it's available on Android only. If you're into emotional storytelling and appreciate incredible visual art, Sunset Hills is definitely worth checking out. I mean, it's one of those games that stays with you, and I can't wait to see what new chapters these developers are now cooking. Highly recommend it for anyone who enjoys beautiful, heartfelt moments in a video game. I mean, it has won an award for the stunning art and emotional depth of it, and in case you're wondering, well, in this game you play as this dog whose journey starts with themes of friendship, anti-war sentiment, and the kind of emotions that stick with you for a long time. The story's tender, almost nostalgic vibe, and something I haven't seen in a game for quite a while. With that being said, at number 9 we've got 9th Dawn Remake. I mean, this one is absolute pure gold old school RPG energy, completely rebuilt and now twice as insane as the original. The game's got over 200 hours of just dungeon diving, monster pit training and loot chasing madness. Every dungeon is bigger, the combat hits harder, and now there's an online co-op, 2.5-dimensional visuals, and even a first-person mode. And yeah, there's fishing survivors where these worm warriors blast fish in a bullet haven brawl, and Dick Rock, which is a full-on deck builder inside this game. This game's got Slay the Spire vibes, Pokemon vibes, Diablo vibes, all of it. It ain't just a remake, it's a wild content stuffed RPG playground with serious replay power. With that being said, number 6, we've got over here What the Clash. Basically, this game is what happens when a deck of Uno cards and a bunch of minigames get thrown into a blender. First of all, it's an iOS exclusive that lets you one-on-one your friends in totally unhinged micro matches, and there you play as this guy that's just hands with legs. It's pretty easy to pick up, kind of a game impossible to stay mad at, and 100% designed for laughs over sweat. It's got tennis, archery, racing, tag team, sticky tennis, and things will get wacky real fast. With that being said, GeoFS is like Google Earth meets a flight sim. Seriously. Fly anywhere on the planet with real satellite images in this game. You've got over 30 aircrafts to pick from paragliders to full-on commercial jets, and it's all multiplayer too, so you're not flying solo unless you want to. The game itself pretty much nails realism with working cockpit instruments, live weather navigation system, and even real-life air traffic. You can even explore in day or night, sun or storm, and there's even a replay mode to flex those landing scales. It's a super chill and surprisingly deep flight sim that lets you take off from literally anywhere on Earth. World of Goo 2 just dropped on Android and iOS, and it's straight up unhinged to the max. You're not just messing with only black and green blobs anymore. There's jello goo, tall goo, explosive goo. Basically, it's now like Pikmin that's gone slimy. Each type's got different abilities, and the puzzles go full mayhem energy with physics that barely hold it together. There's a story too. Echo Guild, fake corporations, thousands of years of goo drama, and it's a whole thing. Plus 60 levels, 5 chapters, and a banger of a soundtrack that really slaps. This one's gonna eat your brain like a bug.
Instance can apply one stack of Dreamlight to a random ally, while the second...
The Theory Restart drops on June 5, and it's bringing a whole new level of hype. First of all, PvP hits can grind the real-time arena, while the Phantom Theater mode gives co-op PvE vibes. You can now pre-register, catch the final closed beta on May 8, and if you've missed this game before on the channel, A Theory Restart basically combines cinematic storytelling with deep tactical combat and an action RPG package. Here's a new trailer. The final release will also include revamped instance dungeons, more environments, boss mechanics, and a streamlined experience at endgame PvE content. Coming up behind that at number 10, we've got Kaiju number 8. I mean, look, after keeping fans in suspense since June 2024, this game is finally stepping into the spotlight. Global pre-registration is now live, and it's launching on mobile and PC. This game is a turn-based cinematic RPG dope with an original storyline that actually expands the Kaiju number 8 universe, plus there's a brand new story and so much hype right now. It's set to be a free-to-play within-app purchases kind of game. Currently, it's expected to release on August 31st globally, but expect that to change and coming out around May or June. Here's actually how it looks. With that being said, at number 11, we've got over here Zombie Harbor, one of the slickest offline, simple but intense zombie shooters we played in recent history. It's kind of like State of Survival. It doesn't require an internet connection. The whole thing is you're just clearing waves after wave with these chunky shotguns, fast autos, and upgradable gear that actually make a difference. It's set in a moody post-apocalyptic map that really looks sharp for a mobile game, and the controls are smooth. It's got decent visuals and just a ton of missions to keep you locked in. It's perfect for quick plays. It's a pretty solid pick for survival fans who want action anytime, anywhere, and if you're into classic zombie shooting action without the online nose, this one hits the mark. Up next at number 12, we've got the good old Fauji Domination, and frankly, this game does crank up the heat with its multiplayer, considering it's an Indian game in nature. Like, you're fighting intense 5v5 gunfights across real-world Indian maps like Mumbai, and there's a whole thing about sharp aim, smart moves, and knowing when to push or fall back in this game. With that being said, it's got seasonal battle passes, custom loadouts, and crisp visuals really rooted in Indian style, and it's got flavor as well. On top of that, the game does have smooth controls, tactical pacing, and a full-blown battlefield experience. It's an Indian FPS done right, and it's not holding back.
Houses, petty lords, anyone who'll listen. Your journey won't be easy.
Game of Thrones Kingsroad is officially launching on May 21st, and it's a serious win, especially for the fans. On a need-to-know basis, in Kingsguard, you start as the heir to a wiped-out northern house. You're gonna be picking one of 3 classes: a knight, a mercenary, or an assassin. And based on the class and its specialty, you go around reflects heavy fights across iconic locations pulled right from the show, and the story just picks up on your decisions. Chapter 3 is gonna be dropping soon, taking you into Stormlands, on the Stannis' rule. There's also a deep lore, really. Lots of side quests, and matchmaking is getting a boost as well. Check it out, pre-registrations of the game nets you early rewards as well. Moving on to number 14, we've got Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars Reforged. I mean, the game is finally coming on mobile, and it's bringing that cold classic mystery vibe straight to your pocket. If you're new here, in this game you play as this guy called George, an American tourist who gets caught up in a cafe bombing in Paris and then ends up somehow chasing ancient secrets across the globe. Now the thing is that the remaster looks really slick with hand-painted visuals. It's got smoother animations and that old school charm fully intact. It's less slapstick, more cinematic, and all about clever puzzles and a gripping Da Vinci Code style conspiracy, but better honestly. If you're into moody story-driven games with brain-ticking clues and a plot that spans from Paris to Syria, this is your moment.
Young girl who thought she would never see outside her home village.
On the other hand, we've got Lost Words, which kind of flips the script on platformers. I mean, literally. You gotta run across sentences, solve puzzles using actual words, and run in this dreamy watercolor world straight from a young girl's diary. This game is part emotional story, part word-based magic trip, and 100% just vibes. No pay-to-win junk, just pure creative gameplay, only on Crunchyroll Game Vault right now. The story of the game hits hard while keeping the gameplay smooth. I mean, like 1 minute you're solving emotional puzzles, the next one you're shaping the world with words. If you want something chill, artsy, and different from the usual, this one's definitely got it all.
Some think it's a sport, but being a psychog isn't something you do.
After more than 2 years in early access, Mutants Genesis is finally going full launch later on this month, and it's looking like a glow up. First of all, this isn't just some static card game, it's like Pokemon meets Hearthstone in a sci-fi universe run by these shady corporations, and it honestly slaps. If you're into card battlers, this one's worth checking out. It's got PvE, PvP, solo runs, and a full campaign, full cross-platform support, so you can bounce between phone, tablet, and PC without a hitch. Moving on to number 17, we've got still Sora, which is back with a closed beta, and if you've been waiting to try this one out, now's your shot. See, this action RPG is set in a fantasy world called Nova. You play as basically an explorer for hire, venturing into the dangerous wilds to bring back loot and lost artifacts. I mean, the cities are safe, the outside world though isn't, and that's where the action kicks off. Anyway, the beta lets you test some early stages, meet a few characters, and even tweak your main character's look. No spending allowed and progress won't carry over, but if you're into flashy combat, slick designs, and that classic RPG vibe with a twist, head over to the Stellar Sora site and sign up now.
Ladies
At number
and
18, we've got the Mr. Rabbit Magic Show, which is, I mean, look, it's Rusty Lake doing what they do best, serving up weird, creepy, and clever puzzles, but this time it's free. And look, it's to celebrate 10 years of surreal point-and-click adventures. They've dropped this short 1 to 2 hour game starring the Mr. Rabbit in a 20-second act show, and it's got the signature Rusty Lake vibe, so if you're into it, there's a massive 66% off the whole catalog right now. Honestly, if you've never dipped into the Cubescape universe, this is the perfect way to get hooked. A Kindling Forest, on the other hand, is a slick little auto-runner game with a somewhat unique twist, and that is, your arrows are your lifeline. In this game, you are a archer chasing down a demon that keeps switching form and it goes anywhere. You touch left to jump, right to shoot, and you gotta aim for weak spots while flying past these lava pits, spiders, ruins, and everything. It's basically all that, but every arrow you use is a forest spirit. It's a weird twist, like I said. You lose them all and the game's over. It's pretty cozy but chaotic with just enough challenge to keep it fresh. It's offline, super lightweight, and built for quick bursts or full grind sessions. Coming up behind that at number 20, we've got Dragon Nest Rebirth of Legend. I mean, it pretty much brings the beloved classic MMORPG back to life, this time on mobile. And if you missed it, well, it's an action RPG MMO that actually stays true to the original with this non-lock-in combat and a thrilling real-time PvP. You can choose from 4 iconic classes and enjoy a decent combo-heavy mayhem. In fact, the game keeps the same epic feel as a PC version, offering a trading system, pet companion, guilds, and more. Yeah, whether you're slaying monsters, competing in the PvP arena, the Rebirth of Legend captures all the action and nostalgia of the original. If you loved the classic, this one's for you.
Official One Championship mobile game.
At number 21, well, One Fight Arena is bringing MMA action to mobile with a pretty wild twist too, and that is match 3 puzzle combat mixed with real-time strategy. It's not another button fighting game. You're gonna be needing tactical thinking to land your combos and outplay the opponents in these quick 2 to 3 minute PvPs, and you've got 20 plus real championship fighters, a RPG style progression, and even Web3 integration for exclusive rewards. There's a lot to dig into. No weight classes or gender restrictions though, so that means you can create your dream matchup however you want. Plus, the leaderboards, skins, and deck building mechanics are deep. If you're into MMA, puzzle battles, and competitive PvP, this is a must-play. And last but not least, we've got Project City, which, I mean, this one delivers a halfway decent hero shooter, and in just 3 minutes you're jumping into different modes like Battle Royale, 3v3, and Boss Clash, all with like, I think it's 6 to 10 player fights. You've got the fancy to choose from a wide roster of heroes actually, each with its own skills and abilities, and you gotta upgrade them with chips, boost their damage, and create the ultimate warrior to dominate every round. It's quick, fun, and explosive, perfect for when you need that hit of competitive action.